That's some good stuff. So, it's the middle of the night again, as always. And I just finished watching a movie with Heath Ledger in it. Oh, I don't know why I'm out of breath from drinking soda water. That is not good. I just watched Candy with Heath Ledger in it. And if you have not seen that movie, you have not cried enough. Because I just cried and cried and cried and cried at the end. So, definitely watch that. But it made me think about, I guess lately I've been thinking a lot about just being nicer to people. Because I've recognized a lot of my own judgmentalness. Like judgmentalness I had in the past, and then judgmentalness. I feel like it's not the right word. Judgmentality, judgment. I was judgmental a lot. And I thought that the things that I were experiencing were what other people were experiencing. And so, for example, like when I was in high school and I was really depressed and suicidal, I therapy just worked for me, and I did really well, and I got better really quick. And that was kind of the same in rehab. When I went to rehab, I kind of did really well and got better really quick. And I just thought my experience was what everyone else was thinking. I was like, why aren't you guys getting this? Or when I was doing DBT groups in high school, I was like, why aren't you guys, don't you guys understand, how to do this? Don't you want to get better? Just try harder. Why don't you just, try your best? And it's just not, it's not that simple. And lately, this year has been the hardest year of my life, and I'm at a place where I don't have, I am not working a job that is giving me a livable wage. I'm not able to work enough hours to do that. I've been going to therapy, and it hasn't been working. I don't know, it hasn't been working. And I feel a lot of judgment on myself because I just would think that someone like me isn't trying hard enough, and it was a matter of willpower and trying. And a lot of the decisions I'm making right now are coping mechanisms. Not all of them are unhealthy, or I'm not going out and doing crack or whatever, but just I'm watching myself act out in ways that I don't want to. As far as a while ago, the first thing I did when I wasn't feeling good and got out of a relationship was download Tinder. And that's a coping mechanism, of validation, and just things I've been acting out and being kind of mean to people. And I don't know, I feel really humbled. The things that I were taught mattered in life, a lot of them don't, actually. And I find that with also with friendship, and especially dating relationships, and especially being a girl in a dating relationship, what people see on the outside of that relationship is not what's actually going on. And what even is a relation, what matters, because I'm learning less and less that I'm learning that the things that are external don't matter. And we live in a world that is so dead set on telling us that they do matter, and you should have the job, and you should have a house, and you should have a certain kind of husband who provides in a certain type of way that you expect. Or I don't know, it's just none of that matters. And I hear a little voice in my head say, whenever I say that, says, oh, but really, it does though. And I'm trying to just be no, it doesn't. What matters to me and what my values are treating people kindly, which is different from letting people step over your boundaries, but treating people kindly and coming from an understanding place and a loving place, and just trying your best and like trying to grow and doing everything you can. And like, I don't know, life is crazy, and I judge myself so hard, and I think we all do. And I think that like the way like I've been told by people older than me that like these external things are important, like it's just ingrained, you know. Sorry, I'm not making a lot of sense right now. I'm really tired, but I just wanted to get it out of my head that I'm learning like how to love. I just listened to Gary Chapman's book. I can't remember what it's called. It's something like learning to love when you feel like walking away, or whatever, or like staying with your spouse when you feel like walking away. And it really just came up. It like showed me like over example after example of marriages where 5 years down the road things looked like shit, and their relationship was garbage, and they were treating each other poorly, and how like, but then it like gave you the hope and showed you like how they came back together. Some of them didn't, but like how it's a problem that can be worked through, and not, oh, someone's not upholding their like part of the bargain, like time to go. And I think that's important, that we're not really taught anymore like how to actually like have interpersonal relationships. At least I am not. Because I feel like there's always this expectation that like you want to be around the people who are going to be a good influence on you, and the good people. And especially like in the recovery community, like they have a saying like stick with the winners. And like I understand what they're saying with that, but also like I don't want to stick with the winners. I want to be loving on them sinners. Just made that just now, by the way. But it's true. Like if I really like want to follow Jesus, and I'm not a Christian, but I think Jesus is really dope. He was like in it, hanging out with the prostitutes and the sinners and the bad folk of the city. That like he was like one of the lowest of the low. Like he was like, sell all your shit and follow me. Like let's go. Like we're gonna do this and like get in this and love the people who aren't doing life well. And but he didn't sacrifice his values to do that. And that like I think people think like you're gonna end up like the people you're around, and part of that is true, but you also have the choice to like stick to your values and like be who you want to be. And if I truly want to help anyone who's been where I've been, then I need to be in places like where I've been. And that's what I want to do. And I think that like I'm just learning like to really love people no matter where they're at, and the choices that they are making are not it's not your job to like judge them on it. And like asking questions like, I don't know, because like when people are out there using, and you know your friends are relapsed, you want to be like, what are you doing? Are you using right now? Like what's going on? Because you like are scared that they're not safe. But like what if instead we just ask like hey, like how are you, and I love you, and oh, what's your favorite song that you've listened to this week, and oh, do you want to hang out, we can do something. And just like showing up in a way that's not about trying to pinpoint like their faults and their actions that you don't agree with, because the people are going to do what they're going to do anyway. And I would rather be there for them in that than have them think I'm judging them and then not be able to talk to me about stuff. So that's just some thoughts. So anyway, that took a long time for me to get to the point, and I just feel so passionately about it, so I want to like say more and more and more. But to wrap it up, like, I just want to encourage you to think about how you're loving people, and when your friends are making choices that you disagree with, what are the words that you're saying to them first in your conversations? And are you trying to manipulate them to do something you want them to do? Because if your friend is out there using and that is what they want to do, then you have no right to say that it's not what they want to do, and you should shut up about it. Like, I know you think that you're probably like saving their life, but it's their choice and it's pushing them away, and you need to be there and you need to love them and you need to sit with them in the crap when they come to you with it and not judge, because that is the worst thing that you can do. And so I'm going to do my best to not do that. And that's it. I got a little preachy, but I care. I really care a lot about this. Anyway, I love you guys. Try to be kind to people this week. It's really hard. Everyone around me is struggling, and we're going to get through it together. Just ask how people are doing. Love on them. My friend bought me blueberries today, which is my favorite fruit right now, and that I cried. So that's amazing. Just leave little shit, random acts of kindness. Have fun with it. Put freaking glitter on stuff. Like, literally, I have glitter everywhere I can possibly put it because it makes me happy. Like, that's what's making me happy right now. I spent way too much money on glitter. I spent way too much money on clothes. But right now, if that's what's keeping me going and not hurting myself and not doing drugs and hurting myself or doing drugs, like, no, like, I don't know what, like, that's all I want to do. So, like, every day, that's all I want to do. So if I'm able to put glitter on stuff and be nice to my friends, I'm just gonna call it a day. Like, I win. So anyway, hashtag glitter for all, hashtag kindness for all, and hashtag what would Jesus do. All right, love you guys.